Alright, Shalom Israel. First off, I'm going to say Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shai, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shai, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shai, Call all Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rekakadash. Double honors to your apostles and elders of Great Millstone, rule well through the Spirit who taught us His truth and is still teaching. Alright, Shalom to the peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Alright, the house of David. Scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, preaching and living the word in sincerity and truth. Okay, this is the brother Yara from GMS Dallas, just back with an update and a quick lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And I just kind of wanted to go through this article. As you can see, the title right here is an article that one of the younger brothers posted on the chat a couple of days ago. And I'll just go and read the title. It says, U.S. troops fear new major war is on the horizon. Lists Russia and China as top threats poll. Okay, and as I was reading this article, halfway through the article, it kind of highlighted how a lot of soldiers are electing not to re-enlist to get back into the service. And if a lot of soldiers don't re-enlist, what is that going to bring about? It's going to bring about a draft to where people are in America going to be randomly selected to go fight for the military. Okay, they're going to end up bringing that draft back. And it's actually something that the apostles and elders of Great Millstone have been saying for years that they're going to end up doing. And this is proof right here that it's going to get to that point. And they are going to end up drafting a lot of you people, okay, to go fight in the war because, like I said, they're feared because there's fear that a new war is on the horizon, and a lot of people aren't agreeing with it. And, and a lot of people are tired of it, so they're not going to enlist. So they're end up going to make a lot of people go fight in those wars, man. And so that draft is going to come back. So I just want to go through this article a little bit and bring out a couple of scriptures, and Lord willing, it's edifying. Okay, it says, almost half of military service members believe that the U.S. will be dragged into a new war within the next 12 months. According to a Military Times poll, with Russia and China topping the list of likely nemesis. All right, and so and Russia and China are the top nemesis on the planet. I mean, for America, the EU, and NATO. Okay, Russia is spoken of in the scriptures as Gog and Magog, who in Ezekiel 37 chapter, who the Most High is going to bring, put hooks in their jaws as prophesied, and they're going to come to the aid of a lot of these countries that America is trying to take over right now. Okay, Russia is going to be a guard unto them. All right, and China as well is going to end up fighting with them as well. Okay, so that's all prophesied in the scriptures. Okay, it says around 46% of troops who responded to the anonymous survey currently serving military times. Readers said they thought the U.S. would be fighting yet another war within the next year. An unsettling increase from the mere 5% who made similar predictions in a poll conducted last year. So a lot of these troops, they can see what's going on. They're getting certain orders, and some troops, depending on your clearance, they have certain insight amongst certain things that's going on in the military. They also may have friends that may be at the Pentagon or someone that they know that has access to the certain intel. And hey, sometimes that stuff gets leaked and they tell people things, man. And so I've dated a chick that was in the army. She was an army recruiter. She served in Guantanamo Bay at the prison, and she knew different people, and she used to tell me certain things, how she knew people that had certain security clearances that would leak certain information, man. Okay, but these a lot of these troops say they know something, they're figuring out certain things. Okay, and so now we know it may not happen within the next year, but a major war is on the horizon according to prophecy, according to Joel the 3rd chapter. Okay, that third world's woe, also that you can read about in the book of Revelation. Okay, that third world war is going to take place in the valley of Jehoshaphat. All right, and the Jehoshaphat in the Hebrew means Yahweh Shaphat, the Lord's judgment, the valley of decision, and that's over there in the Middle East, man. Okay. But like I said, they fear that a war is on the horizon, and we are on the brink of war. Right now, we're going in the midst of different trade wars, different tariffs are being pushed. Okay, Venezuela just dropped the U.S. dollar. Okay, so Esau is losing his grip, man, on the planet Earth. So the only thing he's going to do to be able to keep his rulership and dominance and grip on the planet Earth is to go to war. Okay, but it's all set up for the Heavenly Father for judgment for the nation of Israel, man. Okay, let me read this again. Around 46% of troops who responded to the anonymous survey of currently serving military times, readers said they thought the U.S. would be fighting yet another war within the next year, an unsettling increase from the mere 5% who made similar predictions in a poll conducted last year. So more and more military personnel are believing that the war is on the horizon, man, and then they're absolutely right. Okay, and they're fear, and they have fear of that. So that's why a lot of them aren't going to re-enlist, man. But hey, that's gonna be the judgment, and like I said, that's gonna make that draft come about, as the apostles and elders have been saying for years. Okay, when asked about specific threats, the survey's 900 participants singled out Russia and China. Around 71% said that Russia was a significant threat, up to 18% from last year's survey. China finished close behind, with 68% of service members describing Beijing as their primary concern, an increase of 24 points from last year. Okay, cyber terrorism came out on top, with 89% listing it as the greatest threat to U.S. national security. The survey also found that active duty troops are split on their support for Donald Trump, with approval for the president slowly dwindling among U.S. service members. So they're starting to see that, hey, this guy is a proud demon. That level of pride is on a ridiculously high level, and the way he's carrying himself among these other nations, people can see it, man. He's like, man, these guys gonna drag us into war, man. Donald Trump has a good chance of actually performing in this era for the nations, for the Third World War II happen, man. Okay, around 44% of troops have favorable view of Trump's presidency, according to the poll's results, compared to 43% who disapprove. Last year, a similar poll showed that 46% of troops approved of Trump compared to 37% who disapproved, meaning that Trump's 9-point margin of support has apparently vaporized. So a lot more people this year are disapproving of Trump's actions, man. Why? Because they can see that it's playing right into the downfall of America, and it's taking them into another war, man. Okay? One active duty service member who spoke with Military Times said that enlisted soldiers are choosing against re-enlisting due to fears that a major war is on the horizon, and that Trump has increased the chances of such conflict. So they're not going to re-enlist, man. Why? Because fear of war, man. Okay. And so what does that do? That's going to bring a draft about, to where people that aren't prepared for war is going to have to enlist in the military, man. And these people in America, man, they're not ready for war. Okay, you can see there. You can see when China's training, they have military games. Russia's training. Their people are bred for war. These American troops, man, they're smoking cigarettes, drunk all the time, man, on medication, on crack, cocaine. Okay, like I said, the chick I dealt with that was in the army, she was a recruiter, man. A lot of these motherfuckers was on coke, snorting cocaine, on prescription meds, man. And you supposed to expect these people to go fight for their lives, man? These people ain't ready for it, man. Especially here, all you gotta do, all these youngsters, these 20, 25-year-old, 30-year-olds, man, they playing fucking Call of Duty, man. Okay, they gonna find out Call of Duty is not the same as actual warfare, man. When you have a rifle in your hand and somebody's shooting back at your ass, and there ain't no respawn. Okay, it ain't no double XP you can go get to increase the skills of your person, man. Okay. These people aren't gonna be ready for that, man. In that day, man, you people are gonna fold up, as the scriptures say. And I'm gonna grab that real quick, since I kind of read that portion, and I'm gonna go back to the article. I'm gonna go to Jeremiah chapter 51. Verse 30. The mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holes. Their might hath failed. They became as women. They have burned her dwelling places. Her bars are broken. And that's what's going to happen, man, when a lot of those guys get drafted and they get sent over there to fight in that war, man. They're not going to want to fight, man. They're going to be so shaken up that they're going to be as women, crying and screaming, man. There was actually a video that was posted, I believe it was on Facebook. This is months back, where there was like four. I'm not sure if that was in the Army or Marines. They was caught in a firefight in a small building, and they were all up on the tables hiding and screaming, man. It was actually being recorded. They were recorded. They were screaming and scared out to death. And one dude was trying not to get pushed out from under the table because the bullets were flying all over their heads, man. And that's a perfect example of how the mighty men, because they're the military. They're supposed to be the mighty men. You know, the few, the proud, the Marines, the Army, the Air Force. They're all the mighty men. They're supposed to protect this so-called kingdom. Okay. But they're gonna forborn to fight that day, man, because it's gonna be the war to end all wars, man. Okay, and like I said, a lot of these people aren't gonna want to re-enlist. So what's gonna happen? They're gonna draft a lot of these people that ain't trying to go to the military. That's not trying to get a bullet put in their ass. Okay, and then that's why, and then America's gonna take a major L. Okay, I feel it has never been this bad, and with this many adversaries because of the way Trump chooses to do business, an army sergeant told the Military Times in the phone interview. So a lot of people are seeing, that's why you have a lot of these Edomites, the scriptures say their tongues shall fall upon themselves. A lot of these Edomites are rising up against how America is operating geopolitically, man. They're bringing out certain information, okay? They're blowing the whistle, okay? Because of the way this guy's happening, a lot of people can see that, man, this guy's going to take us right into World War III, man. And we're going to get our asses handed to us, okay? But hey, it's nothing that these military people can do. It's nothing that Donald Trump can do, man. Why? Because it's all orchestrated and it's all governed and sanctioned by Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. It's all a part of that World War III algorithm that the elder Ariella Rakim always goes into and sheds light on the edification about. Okay, everything is set up to lead to what? One ultimate judgment. Okay. The deliverance of the elect and a judgment upon Esau and the rest of heathen nations for the nation of Israel, man, for what they did to the apple of the Lord's eye, man. I feel it has never been this bad, and with his many adversaries, because of the way Trump chooses to do business, an Army sergeant told the Military Times in the phone interview. With the way we're growing our force, I tell my soldiers the reason we are growing the force is because we need you, and we're going to fight, she said. Others describe Trump's hardball tactics with North Korea as scary, but ultimately gutsy and effective. Okay, and North Korea, they're kind of small compared to Russia and China. Okay, those are the major players that's going to really they have a lot to do with this third world war. Now, don't get me wrong, there are going to be other nations as well shooting missiles and flying from both sides. But Russia is one of the main components in the prophecy for the third world war. Like I said, when you read Ezekiel the 38th chapter. Okay. The belief that yet another war is coming appears to be shared even among Pentagon top brass. Last year, Marine Corps Commandant General Robert Nella told Marines that he thought there was a big-ass fight on the horizon. And there is a big-ass fight on the horizon, man. World War III is coming, man. Okay, and there's nothing that can be done about it. It's nothing that can't be thwarted. It can't be avoided. Okay, that's what Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has set up. That's what's going to happen, man. It's Isaiah 55:11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereunto I sent it. So so the Most High's word doesn't come back void, as the scriptures say. It's going to accomplish that which He pleased. Okay, and it's going to prosper to where He sent it, man. So it's not going to fall on deaf ears. He fulfilled all His promises, man. The Most High makes good on all His words that He proclaims and says, man. And so if the scriptures prophesy about World War III, that means it's going to happen, man. There's nothing that Esau or these other nations can do about it. Okay. So let's get the prophecy real quick. Joel chapter 3 verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. And that's a lot. That's these countries that are basically make their living off of agriculture, farming, and things of that nature, and different exports. They're instead of investing in that, a lot of them are investing in military weaponry. Okay, weapons, tanks, different vehicles. Okay, they're investing into that, man. That's what it means to say beat your plowshares into swords. Okay, a plowshare is used for what? For farming, husbandry, A sword is used for a killing instrument. So hey, that's what they're doing. And pruning hooks in the spear, same thing. The weak are saying they're strong now. There are countries that wouldn't dare say anything or buck up to America. Now they're in defiance against America. Okay, they're trying to get away from the standard of the dollar. Okay, the petrodollar. As I mentioned earlier, the Venezuela has just dropped the dollar. Okay, so a lot of countries are starting to get away from the ways of Esau. Okay, the ways of America, man, Babylon. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai. Let the heathen be wakened and come to the valley of Jehoshaphat, which I mentioned earlier in the Hebrew, that's Yahweh Shaphat, the Lord's judgment. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. So the Most High is going to use World War III to judge all the heathen round about. At the same time, he's going to use them to pretty much wipe each other out. And then he's going to send Yahweh Shah back, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, with the chariots, man, to also fight as well. Shoot lasers upon different areas, chiefly America. Okay, to where these other nations are going to gang up and fight against Yahweh Shah and the Holy Host, the Allahayim, the angels, and they're going to get steamrolled, man. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full, the fast overflow, for their wickedness is great. And the wickedness of these other heathen nations is great amongst the earth right now, chiefly under the rule of Esau, man. You Edomites, you so-called self-proclaimed white people. Okay, the wickedness is great right now, and so that's the time that we're coming to. So your wickedness is great, so we're coming up to great judgment. Verse 14: multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is near in the valley of decision. The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. And what was that talking about? Nuclear winter. When those nuclear missiles hit, those ICBMs hit. Okay. That's when you're going to see those mushroom clouds, and you're going to have nuclear winter, to where you ain't going to be able to see a lot of things because there's so much smoke, debris, and dust in the air, man. Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, also shall roar out of Zion and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and the earth shall shake. Okay, because of the way those nuclear missiles are going to hit. When you read Isaiah the 24th chapter, it says the earth shall reel to and fro as a drunkard. I mean, there's going to be so many missiles pelting different areas of the earth, man. It's going to be shaking off its axis slightly. But Yahweh will be the hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel. And that's going to be the elect of the nation of Israel. He's going to be that hope and that strength, okay, to where the elect is going to be delivered out of this destruction, man. It's going to be beamed up by the chariots, man, what people call UFOs, okay? Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is the hope for the children of Israel, and only the children of Israel, man, because he's not dealing with any other nations on planet Earth, man, except the children of Israel, and chiefly the elect on this side. 2/3 of the nation of Israel is going to be destroyed, okay, in thermonuclear destruction, concentration camps, disease, warfare, race riots, different various ways of being put to death here in judgment, man. Only the elect, the 144,000 that's singing this new song of the truth, and the 1/3 is going to be delivered, man, out of this destruction. Okay, but like I said, that's the prophecy, man. It's not going to return unto the Most High void, man. He's spoken it, okay, through the prophet Joel, that World War III is going to happen, man. And in these military personnel and certain people amongst that is seeing that now, and that's why they're having great fear, because they see it coming, but there's nothing they can do about it, man. You try not to re-enlist, you're gonna get drafted. They're gonna make you do another tour. Because Esau doesn't even abide by his own rules, man. He's pretty much doing whatever the hell he wants to right now. Okay. And like I said, the Most High has this thing a lot to where he's controlling all this. Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh, as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will. Okay, so the king's heart, that word heart in Hebrew, it should be lab, which means your mind. Just look it up. Exactly, lab. Okay, in the Hebrew for heart, inner man, mind, will, heart, understanding. Okay. That's the definition. It's the mind of the king, man. All right, and the Most High has turned the king's hearts, which of all the nations, however he sees fit to fulfill prophecy, to fill out and to have this algorithm play out, man. He's got the angels on the left hand side and the right hand side, walking throughout the earth, been making everything, controlling everything according to His will, man. You know. Proverbs 20:24. Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? So every man's goings on the planet Earth is of Yahweh by Shemal Shai, and it goes to His will. Okay, there is no free will. There is no independent thought process, man. The Most High controls everything and everyone on the planet Earth, man. Okay, the scriptures in Job say when you're sleeping, He seals your instructions, and He seals the instructions in you when you're sleeping. Loosely paraphrasing, okay. For your whole day to play out, whether it's to play out to get judgment, or whether it's to play out to have certain things happen to get to the end goal of the prophecies, man. And so, like I said, there's nothing they can do about it at the end of the day. You know, like I said, the whole point of it is, man, like I said, that they're going to end up drafting, which is, it's crazy through the spirit, man, and it shows you who the Most High is dealing with, man, because the apostles and elders have been saying that for years, man, that they're going to be drafting these people, and because these people are not going to enlist, there's not going to be anyone to fight, so they're going to have to enlist people, okay? Make it mandatory for you to come and sign up, you know? So, I mean, that's pretty much all I had. I'll post a link of this article in the description box as well. Lord willing, it's edifying for Achion. Just want to give brothers an update concerning what's going on as far as the wars. Like I said, they're going to end up drafting a lot of people, man. You know, a lot of people don't want to fight, and it's going to be a complete disaster for Babylon, the Great, America, man. And call halal Yahweh by Shemal Shah for it, because the Most High is moving and His kingdom is falling and the nation of Israel is rising up. So with that, when I say call halal Yahweh by Shemal Shah by Shem Rakakadash, Dhamma, I see apostle and elder, great meal, some rule well through the spirit. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.